Hello there, fellow gamers. My name's Andy, aka the Xeno Hunter. Uh, Firstly, I'd just like to apologise for the lack of videos that I've uploaded over the past 3-4 weeks. I've been really busy with the community and a few other things. Basically, I've been going around looking at a lot of other builds, checking out what everybody else has been doing, which has pulled me away from this build a bit. Also, when it came to me doing the week 5 video, I'll just quickly show you now. When it came to me doing the week 5 video, I basically only had a lump of soil, because obviously these mountains here, they take a hell of a lot of time to build up. So basically all I had was a lump of soil that was like that. So there wasn't really a lot to talk about. Now, as you can see, there has been a lot of changes to these mini mountains here. Basically, I received some feedback stating that the mountains that I'd built looked a bit pyramidish. So in an attempt to get rid of that, I decided to reskin them. So what I've basically done, obviously, is built up a little bit with rock and gravel, and I really like the effect. I think it looks really good. I never intended to do any of this, to be honest. I was just going to cover everything with snow, but I'm really glad that I did. What I've also done, as you can see, is the rocks that are kind of going down the mountain, flowing down the mountain. I've kind of continued them as well, so it just blends in with the rest of the landscape. What I will do, because I've had a lot of requests on people asking me, how do you do the terraforming? So what I will do at some stage is I will do a terraforming tutorial. It is really basic, really easy to do. It's just very time consuming. I mean, obviously this is week 8 now for me on this build, so as you can see, I've not really moved that much further down the map. Just show you quickly what I have done. Yeah, so as you can see, I've done the same with the rocky skin on this side as well. I just think it looks so much more impressive than just covering it in snow. Also, you'll never see the Minecraft builder. Obviously when you just set up a normal, not a super flat map, when you just set up a normal map, obviously it builds all the landscape, doesn't it? Well, you'll never see Minecraft be able to create something like this, so it also makes the map extremely unique and different from anything else that's around at the moment. I mean, there is loads of, I think there's about 4 or 5 Middle Earth maps on the PC, and none of them will look like this, because they use the world edit, which is basically similar to what the Minecraft game does when you just start a non-super flat world. They just obviously program the mountain to be a certain height and a certain width, and it'll just generate it from there. Yeah, so I mean, as you can see, I've put a hell of a lot more detail into this area. I've still got loads to do. I've still got to finish all this ice off. That needs expanding. Obviously I've got to put the cracks in it. I'm not too sure what I'm going to do with these icebergs. I'm not too sure whether I'm going to bring the ice out into the field itself, or whether I'm going to actually make all of these icebergs a bit bigger and a bit more random looking, because at the moment they kind of look a bit, like they look a bit too even, in my opinion. But I've not had the time to bother changing them. So anyway, yeah. So what I've done, obviously, apart from the terraforming that you can see, is I've also done some redstone. Well, I've not actually done this myself. I've actually got a friend who helps me with the redstone. So I'll just quickly show you, because there is going to be a lot of redstone in this map. Because the plan is that obviously once I've finished building the continent, I'm going to turn it into an adventure map, and there'll be quests and stuff like that. So we've just been, basically I've just had my friend Marsh, he's called, he's come on and he's kind of helped me with the redstone, because to be honest with you, I haven't really got time to do everything myself. The terraforming takes so long as it is. So we've got a little, obviously a little gravel door here that just slides into the floor, which is pretty cool, I think. Now bear in mind, some of you may be thinking, oh well, it's gravel, you can just smash through it. Bear in mind, this will be an adventure map, as I've said, so you won't be able to smash through it unless you've got a spade. And I'm not too sure whether I'm even going to have spades in the world at all. We'll just have to see. So far away, because I'm expecting this to take about 2.5 years, I think, for me to complete, unless I get some more people on to help me with the actual terraforming. That I may end up doing that, because obviously this build is 25 small maps, so it's really big. Now this door here, this door here, don't know if you can hear this, but all of like the doors that you'll unlock in the quests and obviously the dungeons and that will have this signature little tune whenever you open the door, just to let you know that that switch is activated, something, you know, special, because obviously this doorway would be somewhere that obviously opens up a new area for you to discover. Okay, so as you can see, we've got the music boxes down there. I did actually do this bit myself, but as I say, I had help from my friend Marshy, because I don't really, to be honest with you, one, I've not actually been playing Minecraft that long, and my knowledge on redstone is fairly limited. So as you can see now, we can see underneath the mountain. Now, I've done this for a few reasons. All the other mountains are virtually are not hollow like this one, but I've done this because I wanted to see how it would look, because basically I've got to do the Mines of Moria. For anybody who knows about the film, they'll know about the Lord of the Rings, they'll know exactly what I'm talking about when I say the Mines of Moria. For those of you who don't, the Mines of Moria are basically a deep dwarven mine that's under like the biggest mountains in Middle Earth, and they're absolutely huge. Now this mountain that I've done isn't to the map limit. The mountains that the Mines of Moria will be under will be to the map limit. So this is just like a little tester to see, you know, whether or not the mines would look deep enough and, you know, obviously big enough. And I'm pretty happy that they will be. I'm pretty happy with the results of this. This, as I said in my last YouTube, because there was part of this showing, this will be like a cavern. It won't look anything like this. It'll be textured with rock and soil and stuff like that, and it'll be made to look like a cavern. But anyway, let's carry on. Yeah, so as you can see, this is part of the process of the terraforming. I'm teaching myself as I go along here, you see, so as you can see, I've gone really deep with the soil. That's probably about 20 blocks there deep, which is too deep really. There's no need to go that deep. But because I'm kind of like winging it as I go, you know, kind of learning myself. So as I said in my last YouTube, this is going to be this mountain, couple of mountains here. These are going to be a kind of hidden town. for a race that lives in this area. I have actually changed it slightly to what I originally said. I originally said it was going to be like a crevasse. I'm not too sure. I may put a bit of an opening in it, but I kind of like how it is at the minute with the cave. So what I'll do is I'll change all of this interior. The plan is to have a waterfall flowing from down there, right the way down here into like a river. This bit here, this entrance here will be blocked off, and there'll be a switch somewhere around the local area that you'll flick, which will then drop the the um, the wall that will be blocking the way to get into this cave. As I say, there'll be like a little town in here, and obviously there'll be a bit of story and a bit of that'll lead you on to like the next bit of the quest. But that's so long off at the minute that I'm not really. I'm trying to avoid, thinking about stuff like that because there's just so much building work to do. But there you go. Yeah, so I mean, really, the only differences since the last stream are the textures on the mountains. The little rocks that are jutting out, and obviously the big mountain there. Now that's still got to be textured. I'm going to texture that exactly the same as these ones. And there will probably be at least another 30 or 40 of those mountains for me to do. So that just gives you like a rough indication of exactly how much work there is for me to be getting on with. Okay, right, so as I say, for those of you who are looking at this and thinking, wow, I couldn't do that, I'm going to do a terraforming tutorial to show you guys that it really is dead easy and that anybody can do it. It's just a case of putting the time in and knowing, the kind of process that you need to go through. I think that's kind of it for this week now. So I'd just like to apologise again for leaving it so long. And obviously I'd like to say thanks for your support. Thanks for watching me. And I'll try my best to make sure that I've got another video for you with some more of this map done for next week. So on that note, I will say until the next time, and thanks for watching. Bye now.